Hello and a very warm welcome. Lewis Hamilton strategy pays off and he wins the Mexico Grand Prix. We got the best fans here in Mexico. Best fans. That is 6 championships. Not official yet, but it will be official in Austin. And he goes wonderful round that track. 5 wins out of 7 round that track. Hamilton getting 6 championships is coming. Let's get into the race. Hamilton v Max. They touch. Hamilton gets a bit of a tank slapper. Him and Max go across the grass. Albon up to 3rd. Vettel squeezes Hamilton massively at the start, and for me, lucky not to get a penalty. Literally put Hamilton on the grass. Hamilton had to lift out the throttle. I mean, Vettel's lucky to get away with that. Max, he's had a tough start. Had to go across the grass on lap 1, and then he goes for it down into the stadium section on Bottas, gets the move done. Bottas hits his rear tyre, and Max, I mean, he's already angry. He's robbed a pole. I mean, rules are rules. He went quickest, did the fastest sector. Rules are rules. You cannot go faster under yellow flags, I suppose. He's already angry. He's had a poor start. Got a puncture to last. Had a great fight back though. Perez, good move on Kvyat, the crowd roars. Norris has a wheel issue, later retires. Pit stops happen. Vettel stays out. I honestly thought Vettel was going to win the race. More fight. Max fighting back through the field. Vettel finally pits after his massive long stint. Max is literally fighting, passing cars left, right and centre. Slow stop for Charles Leclerc. Seb and Bottas went long. They were on a 1 stop. I thought they were going to breeze past Hamilton, but Hamilton managed to keep in the lead. And then to top it off, Kubica pits. He was ahead of Russell all race, and then he came in. So that was strange for me. He was doing well, Kubica. Star of the race, Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc with the fastest lap. I'll give the race rating a 6. It was a strategic battle, very interesting. Quite a lot of action. Probably could give it a 7, but we'll stick with 6. Mexico race reaction, no footage. Hamilton wins. Perez delights the home crowd. Norris retires. Had a wheel issue in the pits. He got pushed all the way back. And then he came out in last, then retired. Kimi retired as well. Don't know what for. So Lewis Hamilton wins at Mexico. He's going to be the champion in Austin. His one-stop strategy paid off. Even if he didn't believe it, it worked. Sebastian Vettel did a massive long stint. He's 2nd. Massive long stint. I thought he would breeze past Hamilton. Came out 2nd. Bottas, long stint. Came out, thought he would make progress, just stayed in 3rd. Leclerc, 2 stops. Didn't really work. He started on pole. Yeah, his strategy didn't work. Albon, probably his best weekend in Red Bull. Had a crash in practice too. Was up to 3rd, qualified 5th. Finished 5th, was up to 3rd at one point. Very good weekend. Max, he's like gone from hero to zero. I mean, he was on pole. Max would have won this race if he just started where he should have. He was on pole. Then he goes fastest in under a yellow flag, gets a 3-place penalty. Hamilton gets a tank slapper, they both go across the grass. Then he went for a move on Bottas, gets a puncture, down to last, fights all the way back to 6. I mean, it was good entertainment to watch, but Max, he should be winning this race. And it's like gone from hero to zero. And then, the home favourite Perez is 7th, delights his Mexican crowd. What a performance by Sergio. Very consistent driver. Daniel Ricciardo 8th. Shocking by Renault yesterday. He had a big dive bomb on Perez, went across the grass, had to give the place back. Renault have gained big points. Now Hulkenberg was 9th. Danny Kvyat basically went down the inside of him. I've got Kvyat written 9th, but Kvyat will be getting a penalty for that Hulkenberg. But we'll go with the order now. So Kvyat's 9th, Gasly 10th, Hulkenberg 11th. Kvyat went for the move, He hit Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg slid into the wall. He had no rear wing and he had to pull off Hulkenberg. So I'm pretty sure Gasly will probably end up 9th. Hulkenberg will be 10th. And Kvyat will get like a 10-second penalty. Lance Stroll 12th. Carlos Sainz 13th. I mean, sensational in qualifying, best of the rest. And he went on the hard tyres and he just went backwards. Giovinazzi, very quiet race in 14th. He also had a slow pit stop. And then come Magnussen, Haas, horseshit. George Russell 16th. Grosjean beaten by a Williams. Wow, Grosjean poor. Haas poor. Kubica last. I mean, Kubica was beating Russell. They actually had a good tussle. I don't get why Kubica pitted again, unless his tyres were completely short. But he could have actually beat Russell for a change, which would have been good for his confidence boost, considering he's only got three races left. There we have it. Qualifying reaction done. Race reaction done. Join me for driver ratings. Then we go on to Austin in a week's time, where we will be crowning the most successful UK driver we've ever seen. Probably the best driver of his era. It's going to be 6 times next week, and I'm going to be so fired up because from following his career from 2006 to see the success that this great champion has had is phenomenal. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below. I'm pretty sure Kvyat will be getting a penalty. As it stands now, Kvyat 9th, Gasly 10th, Hulkenberg 11th. I believe that will be Gasly 9th, Hulkenberg 10th. Hulkenberg basically got punted out. That's going to be a penalty for Kvyat. It's got to be. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton wins the Mexican Grand Prix. His one-stop strategy pays off. Did he believe in it? No, he was on the radio. Just, Lewis, it's James. You can do this. And I'm off to watch the podium ceremony now, and I'm sure Hamilton will be like, we got the best fans here. We got the best fans here in Mexico. Yes, Lewis, it's James. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below. We'll always reply. And that is race reaction done. Qualifying reaction, race reaction. Join me for driver ratings tomorrow. Hamilton wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Adios. Viva Mexico. Great attendance at Mexico as well. Very passionate fans. First sector brilliant, second sector brilliant, third sector's awful. It's literally just there for the fans. Viva Mexico. Join me for driver ratings, and then a week's time we go on to Austin. Adios.